You fear the Pharaoh.
Yo, what's going on, guys?
Yeah,
Welcome to the final part of the Road to 3K series. The last 3 videos were from our first sesh that we queued together, from 2.6 to like 2.85. It was about like a 3-hour sesh. Broke it up a little bit. This was we queued right the day after. This was like a 1-hour sesh. We're showing you the highlights from this sesh. We had a lot of fun games this sesh. So here we got a jungle. I'm playing the Fastidious Resolve Trinket. I really like it in a jungle because it denies a lot of the feral peels between like roar and stun. So you get a lot of momentum. Momentum is really important in a game like this.
I think I have the later.
The hunter gets my rogue out, but then the hunter comes out for it too. So we trap from stealth, and we get the first go.
Yeah, I scatter this for the fear.
Immune the maim here. Scatter, so we get the 2-for-1 go here on the priest. Drop the arrow on the silence. PI dark, resonator.
Nice.
We kind of missed the fear for cross, but I already immuned all the feral peels anyways.
I just scattered so you could try to get there, but I know it was far.
This is another comp where I love the Fastidious Resolve Trinket. Steamboat locks are really annoying with their pet stun and their coil. Momentum is everything in this type of game as well. So we open here on the ret. I get a proc too, which is so sauce. We do the druid go. I scatter the ret off. He trinkets into full fear. Meanwhile, this guy trinkets into silence, dead. That's the thug 1-2 punch. That's the thug 1-2 punch. We'll run that back here to explain it a little bit. This is the perks of being an off meta comp. They don't really know your script. It's kind of rogue magey, but the druid doesn't really like know, right? So we open here. The druid comes out. His first global is OG Ironbark. So my rogue immediately step kidneys him. We scatter the ret to cover the sank. I drop the silence onto the druid because if the druid trinkets now, he will be full silence because of how Chimera Hosting works. He gets feared on his trinket, so he can't sank. We have a resi and a smoke bomb here too. Meanwhile, the lock is trying to peel me, but I'm immune to 2 pet stuns. We have the rapid fire and an aim shot proc, and he actually dies before I even send the aim shot proc off.
Well, I have the immune trinket, so he can't peel me at all.
And that's the 1-2 punch. Alright, so here we got a Outlaw Rogue and Unholy DK. This comp can actually be really annoying for MM. Honestly, any comp with an Outlaw Rogue can be annoying for MM because they just have so many micros and so many stops and peels for you. So my priest gets combat here so he doesn't get sapped, and we just open with blind. I pop my trinket here to try to get the advantage on the rogue. He opens into my thing with cheap shot, so I scatter so we can get the 2-for-1 go here. Drop the silence, double tap. Trying to line the disarm off that. We got the trinket link before I get disarmed.
It's okay, we got trinket wall.
Got a lot of buttons there. It's their counter go now with limb and AR. We dip. Just running. So rogue tries to pre-evasion. We get a nice cheap shot here. Perks of being a sub rogue. He has to trinket that or he will die. My priest is in a blind into kidney. I was considering turtling. I didn't really think I needed to though because it was like the end of limb, but the Outlaw Rogue is just pumping. Just glass cannon things. That was a really bad trap. You should not throw things like that. I tried to Kobe. For the boys, but it was not it. Scatter rogue here, so we tried to do a mini go. I was trying to double fear and go healer, but I didn't actually realize that we didn't have fear for like 4 or 5 seconds, so it was kind of a scuff go, but we still have some damage here. Got the BM Ascendi.
Barely got it. I trinket this?
Shaman barely lived, even with that scuffed go.
I have a big go next go though. I have no defenses.
But next goes the fatty go, so we just got a vibe.
I just have no defenses.
Trying to let my healer know that I have like absolutely nada enchilada. So we're trying to set up. It's like kind of obvious from our position right now how bad we want to go shaman.
I can scatter. Can we double fear and go? Oh fuck, I'm thinking.
Here's Outlaw Rogue doing Outlaw Rogue things. Stuns me to delay the go.
I scatter rogue so we can go.
Try to scatter rogue, but I get disarmed here right before the go. It's so obvious we want to go sham with our positioning, but it's hard. But my rogue just makes the smart call and says, "Dude, just go rogue, like we win." This was really nice of my rogue here to set me up.
For sure.
This is the perks of like playing with the same rogue for a couple of times. Like he understands my damage, and he knows that they both have no trinkets too. So I'm really horny for this Resto Shaman. I want to send this guy to the dirt. Like in my brain, Outlaw Rogues never die, but he has no trinket, so he kidneys and cheaps the whole world. And then instead of even doing damage on the rogue, he knows I have so much overkill off the disarm that he actually goes for the DR cheap shot on the Sham first right here, which is actually so sick. And then the guy just dies. I threw a trap right off that too, just to make sure.
For sure.
Beautiful go there by the boys.
He had no trink too,
So in this jungle game, we tried a little bit of a different opener here. Couldn't get the hunter out, so we kind of just said fuck it and open priest. Didn't feel like waiting all day. But it's kind of a rogue mage-ass opener here. We open priest, try to bait some shit, and then swap hunter. We got the Ross off the silence. Priest got to the hunter. He sends the blind on healer. Do my big go on the hunter. Hunter's forced to trinket feign. He turtles too though because he's scared of the sap off on the blind. We half fear into the arrow though, so I'm getting so much value from my Kieran arrow here. Just absolutely pumping. This would have been a really nice low trap. So like off this, I like disengaged in. I wanted to, or I didn't disengage in, but I'm pushing on this guy because I wanted to trap him low. I try to squeeze in one more aim shot though, and I get chastised. So now they do their go. Couldn't get the trap. A trap on this guy before this guy would have been very sauce. But he blinks away now, so the trap window's kind of over. They're going my rogue. He files. And then we send the kidney bomb. Because the priest pushed in for CC. It's way too far. Run that back real quick. So he chastises. They do their go. He sees me pushing the trap, so he knife A blinks away. So we're instantly like, okay, fuck that. Just do damage. Cranking the hunter. Kidney bomb. Priest is way too far. It's a resi too. By the time the priest gets in there, the kill shot lands. It's just over. He guardians air.
Look at this fucking guy.
Capitalized on the positioning there. The priest tried to push in for a fear when it wasn't really safe. So we punished him for it. Here we got another Outlaw rogue and Holy Decay. Same thing. This A-bomb gets me out from literal China.
What? That was so far, bro.
Like, actually so far away. It's crazy. So we don't get the cleanest of openers here. I try to scatter rogue, but the shaman fleshcraft, so it kind of delayed our go. So they get the first kidney on me. But I did knock DK away, so it's not the scariest. We get a blind cheap shot here now. Now I can pop my true shot and my shit.
Okay, can we
Big damn, we want to go sham off this. Okay, so we still get our good go. We get the fear on rogue to cover my damage. We get the shaman's trinket wall.
We got trinket wall.
I still have some of my arrow though, so I look at rogue for the rest, see if we can get more.
Just hitting rogue, maybe force evasion.
Cranking him so my rogue duels him low, and the shaman's forced to link through. So we got a lot of buttons there still, even with getting knocked out by that A-bomb from actual China. We still get trinket wall, and we still get link, so it's looking solid.
I can scatter DK for a sec.
I get my pet out here to help my healer. Give my healer freedom. We do a go with these DRs here, even though I'm in a hex. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. Try to get some damage off, but I couldn't really. Try to disengage away now. Get kidneyed.
I have feign exil out.
My healer's on full blind, so I'm trying to find some time. I feign exil.
Pre-trap this guy? Can we double fear and go in a second?
Yes, they are.
3 seconds?
I wanted to go shaman off this. My rogue says go rogue though, so I'm down. Drop the arrow. He trinket evasions. Restun. Almost killing the restun. I got kidney though. Trinket turtle as our go ends. We got rogue's trinket there, so we kind of got what we needed.
Okay, I have no trinket. That was my trinket turtle.
I kicked the hex here because my healer was stranged, so he wouldn't have been able to death it. We double fear and go healer here, but it wasn't super clean. We had no pre CC, so the shaman actually gets the tremor. But I scatter the rogue to cover my dam. And we get enough dam in. They have nothing left at that point.
I'll try to appreciate a warrior and a blade.
Okay, so here we got a Ret Warrior. The biggest thing is with Ret Warrior is how they save each other. So it's good to try to find the highest value target. We do our sap scatter opener, which is our little bread and butter, so he doesn't pre-blade storm or anything. I immune the roar here.
Yeah.
I drop the silence on this guy. We didn't smoke bomb though, so he actually does get the Veen, but I see it. I send my damage a little late into the bark skin. We got the weak sack from Ret there. I almost get global by the Ret War. Just Ret War things, but it's okay. My healer trinket grip, domes. We're chilling, we're vibing. My rogue calls for the Druid go, so he blinds Ret. I scatter Warrior. But then he just said War because Druid was denying the step. So we send War and a smoke bomb to force Druid out. Now we get a nice late go on the Druid out in caster form. One aim. Force to trinket trank. So now we got Druid's trinket and Ret's trinket. My positioning here is very important. They can't really go me. I'm denying the charge, so they're forced to go my healer. My healer gets paints up. We got a nice sap there, but there was actually a Purge the Wicked on, so we couldn't really go off that sap. They're kind of just pressing everything on my healer, so I'm trying to save. I scatter war. He gets the sank on this go, but it's okay. My rogue's just doing solo mission things, absolutely pumping. So I see a window. I drop my double tap arrow here. I know the only thing they have left is Bob, so I fake the aim shots to force the Bob, and then turn warrior. It's like I am playing rapid fire Lego, so like I actually don't want to aim shot my double taps here in this situation. But I throw the arrow to try to force something, so the Ret before he gets feared, he actually bobs. And then we go here with no CCA. Just unhealable dam for a druid. Unless he's hovering in a nest. And it's a very well timed kill because the Ret bubbles offensively here and almost globals my healer. But we survived.
Fucking Rets, man, what the fuck?
Not the cleanest Ret War game, but it's also just important to like operate in those small windows. Like I probably could have held my double tap arrow for like the next go, but we would have died before my next go. So like you kind of have to be aware of the cooldowns that are up, what they actually have to save.
Yeah, true cancel. Yeah.
This is the home stretch right here. This is the 3K game. This is actually just such a clean game into an Rdru Turbo. Sap scatter, so we don't get fucked with. He got combat with the Earthbind, so we didn't get the sap. It's fine though. We double fear, go this guy. We smoke bomb, so the warrior's forced to use a leap to get the Veen. I wait for after Veen to end to rapid fire, but the druid trank. It's fine. We force drink a trank. It's fine. I'm positioned up here on Robodrome. This is where I like to be, so I can use my knock first before I use other things. I knock the Shaman before the warrior gets to me. Shaman wild charges back to me, so we juke them off the edge. Buying a lot of time here. I kicked the reclone on my healer. Nice double cheap by my boy here. I trap the Shaman, scatter the warrior, kidney. We have everything crossed, so beautiful.
I'm gonna root them off this and then
we get the double fear too in case the warrior berserker raged. I had the root ready. This guy regens. Warrior comes out, is forced to rally because of how much pressure we had from that guy. Couldn't kill the cap in time, but we get a nice dome here. Should be totally fine. Knock them away from me.
15, 10.
Okay, I'm gonna blind him out of form.
Okay.
This is a great check-in by my rogue here to know when my damage was. I told him 10, so we pre-blind the druid out of form. I'm disarmed, waiting all these peels out. He pre-saps him, gets the cheap. Just an absolutely clean go. Warrior trinkets, the trap, to peel. And Veen. But no rally. The Veen's over. We still have cheap shots. GG. Like, this was so beautiful, honestly. The pre-blind and the pre-sap while they do all this shit is so good.
Win the game.
Warrior trinket peels, but after the Veen? This is actually a mistake, by the way. He Veened just a little too early because he trinket feared. If he trinket feared and then sat the fear and then right as the fear ended, then he Veened, it probably would have given his druid time to come out of the stuns and get a swift mend. But just that one decision is GG. And we punish. We punish for those.
Let's go.
The big 3K. We were really stoked on that. That's it for the video today. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all the support on these videos. It's been really fun making them. Got some more coming your way, so please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.